Okay, hello. Thank you for joining me again for Rag Rugs by Erin. This is episode 5. In episode 1 we taught you how to start a rag rug. On Rag Rugs by Erin episode 2 we showed you how to make sheet yarn, which looks similar to this. On Rag Rugs by Erin episode 3 I showed you how to finish a rag rug. On episode 4, which I just taped a few moments ago, we taught you how to make the corners smooth and even and keep them looking nice. So this is episode 5, and on episode 5 we're going to show you how to connect sheet yarn without sewing. I found this to be a stumbling block because I teach a couple people at a time, or even individuals, how to make rag rugs, and it seems to be the sewing end of it, which is really small, seems to be a really big stumbling block for some people, and I don't want that to be a stumbling block. This is another great technique with no sewing involved, and I want to show it to you and show you how simple it is. You know, you could have an 8-year-old child even doing this, and if you're not a sewer, I don't want that to stop you from doing this really fun project, something that you could really get some enjoyment out of. Okay, so I always try to show you something new, and the rug that I'm going to show you now is a much larger rug that I've done in the past. I showed you at the well, it was being made, but now it's completed. So down here we have a much bigger rag rug, and it's almost 5 foot long by 3 foot wide, and you can see it's very variegated with different colors, and it had a little bit too much pinks and mauves going on, so I went ahead and threw in a little more tan and pulled in the green because I'm a green person. So green makes me happy. I think it's because it's the colors of outdoors, but you can see how I changed the colors and still kept that color going, and it didn't fight it any. So here's a bigger project, and you can take that on as well. So let's get back to what we're doing, and we're going to talk about how to do the sheet yarn and attach it without sewing. Okay, so here's one that I'm working on. Oh, I wanted to show you one other thing really briefly. Here is sheet yarn already made up, and I wanted to show you. See how feminine and soft this is? Well, you might be deterred to do something that you wanted to have a more masculine look. But let me show you what it looks like in the finished product. Look at that. There's nothing there that says it's floral specifically, so that's very attractive. Now here, a stripe. You might say, how's a stripe going to look? This stripe material right here. Look how that came out. I did it this way, the long way, because I wanted to see those stripes that way. You could do it the opposite way if that's better for you, but I wanted to show you just a few different things. And then this material that I'm going to be working with today is a little bit unusual. See this color? That's a very different material than the other ones, and this is how it looks when it's completed. It's a really country kind of look. Soft, but yet it has a little bit bolder look to it, even though it's got the soft country feel to it. So, and you see how I've used all these different colors, and especially if you're giving them as gifts, if you can use a little bit more wide range of colors, then it would appeal to more people, and it might be more versatile, because to match one exact color becomes difficult sometimes. So let me go ahead and show you how to add. Remember, great pair of scissors, always a great pair of scissors. Really important that any of the tools that you use are really nice. Okay, I want to show you, here's a place where it's already been added without sewing. This is one piece, this is another piece. It happened to turn up where this is going this direction and this is going this direction. I don't really worry about that and spend a whole lot of time because it keeps spinning around as it goes anyways. So, this is the piece, the end of where the rug is. Okay, it's already attached to the rug. What you're going to do is you're going to fold it over. You're going to make a slit right here. Here's your slit. A little bit bigger than sometimes I make. I don't always make it that big. Then you're going to take your next piece of your prepared. Looks like I've knotted it perhaps. Nope, we're good. I'm going to take the end of the piece that I'm going to attach and do the exact same thing. Be careful not to get it too close to the end because sometimes it will continue to rip. So this is the piece that is attached to the rug. Okay? You're going to take the piece that you're adding and feed it through this little slit, the one that's attached. Okay, so now you've fed it through. See how there's, you're going to take the other end of the piece that you're adding and feed it through the same piece. This is all part of the same piece. Okay? So you're feeding one end of the material through the other end of the material. You're going to slip it in there. Okay? So let me explain. This is the piece that's attached to the rug. This is the piece that is being added. Okay? And you're just going to slowly pull this through. And then as we get, the cameraman might want to come in while I do this. Some of them go smoother. You just slowly pull it. I just go like this. And I give it a little tug. Flatten it out. And how I find that it seats in better is I'll pull a little this way and a little that way. And see, sure enough, because I'm teaching you, it didn't go quite as smooth as I'd like. This is sticking up. But see how easy that attaches? So we're going to do one more. Very simple technique. I want to show you one more time so you can see how quickly this can go. You can take this anywhere. You can be in the car and, you know, riding in the passenger seat or in the back seat, and you can still do this. Okay. This is the piece that's attached to the rug. Fold it over. You make a little slit. See? This is the piece I'm going to attach. Fold it over. Same little slit. The piece that is attached to the rug, the piece that I am attaching. The piece that I am attaching goes through the piece that's already attached. This was confusing to me on some videos that I watched. That's why I'm being so specific. Okay, so again, this is the piece that is attached to the rug. This is the piece that we're adding on. You've slid it through. You're going to take the other end of the piece that you're attaching. So now you're working with the same piece of fabric. You feed it through. For some reason I'm having a little issue with my fingers. There we go. I kind of do it slowly so it doesn't rip. If you get a little bit too crazy with it, you could rip the other end. Okay. So now as we get them close to each other, I've seen that it's kind of pulled through here, so I'm making it. And I'm just pulling it. Okay, and remember I said I find it's best if we pull on each side just a little bit. Sometimes I feel like I want to smooth one end down as the other. Again, you kind of just play with it. That one didn't go as smooth either, of course, because I'm trying to show you. But see, and now you have it attached again. So this can now just be sewn. Just be crocheted. So it's as simple as that. On the other episode 2, I showed you how to sew it. And though I enjoy doing that too, perhaps because this is my sewing room and I have 12 machines, so I do enjoy the sewing part of it. But this has been a great way to do it, so when I'm off, I can continue to do it in the car. When I'm taking road trips, which is another fun thing for me to do, I can always have the things that I like to do with me and don't have to worry about a needle or thread or having it getting lost in my car. So this is a great way to do it. I hope this has made the whole process a more approachable thing for more people. So I thank you for joining me for episode 5. I want you to remember or think about, I'm going to be showing you how to make another type of rag rug that the art has somewhat been lost, and it was really difficult for me to learn and figure out how to do this. I did quite a bit of research, sometime during World War II. This was appears to be a lost art. I don't know if our lives got busier or whatnot, but it's a rag rug that's quite a bit different and we don't see very often. And I'm going to teach you on a later video how to do that. So I look forward to teaching you that. Subscribe and you'll see the next video. Thank you.